Welcome to Ozark Junior High. Before that we can pass out your device to you, your Chromebook, we need to go over a few things. The first thing is when your parents enrolled you or completed the online registration, they signed the AUP and the one-to-one agreement form. The AUP specifies that you're going to use this device for school purposes and in a school appropriate way. The one-to-one agreement form is basically saying that you and your family have taken responsibility for the wear and care of that device. That means if it gets broken or any of those types of things. What you will be getting is an Acer Chromebook. It looks like this. They do have touch screens that are enabled. You will also get a charger that will go along with it. The Acer Chromebook is valued at $325. The Acer Chromebook is $10. Both items are in your responsibility of your care when it is checked out to you for the school year, which means that if something happens to it, or it gets lost or stolen, then you're responsible for that device and recovering the cost. And that includes the charger as well, which is why we have them labeled and barcoded along with the device. Okay, procedures, things that you need to make sure that you do every day. You need to make sure that you take some time to plug in that device when you are sleeping. Let it do its work while you are getting a good night's sleep so that when you come to school the next day, it is up and going and has enough charge. If you will charge it the whole night and it is fully charged when you arrive at school the next day, it should last the entire school day. Make sure also that you are not lending your device or your charger to other students to use, specifically the device. We have had students in the past who have lent their devices to others, and things have happened on that device that they were not in control of, and they got into some disciplinary trouble. So make sure that you are only using your Chromebook that has been issued to you. When you are in PE, you can lock your Chromebook up in your PE locker. Otherwise, in other classes that you're in, make sure that you have your Chromebook with you at all times. Make sure that your backpack is clean of debris. You don't have crumbs or any liquids or anything like that that could get in or on that device and damage it. It's also a good idea to make sure that your backpack is not too heavy. I would take out anything that you don't need for that particular day of school. Any extra materials that you don't need to have in there. I wouldn't load it down with a bunch of books that make it heavy. The added weight onto your device can also damage it as well. When you're at home, make sure you keep your Chromebook up off the floor and away from where pets could chew on the charger or otherwise damage your Chromebook. And that includes younger siblings too. Sometimes they are intrigued by what their older brother or sister may have. So keeping it out of reach of that would be helpful as well. It is a good thing to keep in mind when you are using your device at school or at home that you keep it up on a flat surface. You're not walking around with it where you could bump into something or somebody that could cause it to fall and break. They do have Gorilla Glass on them, which makes them a little bit more durable, but they are not shatterproof. They are not damage proof. So make sure that you are responsible in how you are caring for them and handling them throughout the day. Digital safety. This year in your advisory class, we will be completing a digital citizenship curriculum. Some of the things that we'll be talking about is keeping your password safe and not sharing it with others, not communicating with people you don't know online, keeping all your personal information private. That means not oversharing things like your name, your address, your phone number, where you go to school, those types of things online. Again, make sure you're not sharing your device or charger with other people. And you need to keep in mind that this device is for school purposes. The school issued this device for you to use for learning. We know that you're probably going to use them at home for other things as well, but they do need to be school appropriate in nature. All Chromebooks come preloaded with the GoGuardian program, which is a monitoring program. And basically what it does is if you go somewhere or search for something that is inappropriate online, then it sends a notification to Dr. Link. And what will happen is when you come back to school the next day, if you did it at home or if you do it at school during the day, Dr. Link's probably going to come find you. And then you're going to have an awkward conversation with him and then probably have to have another awkward conversation with your parents. And students who do these things can lose access to their devices, which means it makes it very inconvenient to do things at home because you don't get to take it home, and teachers have to request access to that device. A lot of times, instead of that, because it is kind of an inconvenience to have to walk them down and the teacher has to monitor you the whole time, they just require you to do paper versions of everything. So it definitely is something that is very inconvenient to you as a student. So make sure that you are keeping this in mind, that this is for school purposes only. This also includes your Google Apps for Education. That's your Google account that the school provides for you, and your email. Sending emails back and forth that are cyberbullying in nature or are inappropriate in nature. These are monitored, school monitored accounts as well. So you do not want to use your Google account, your email, those types of things for purposes that are not school related either. Your Chromebook is kind of like a digital backpack for your parents. So feel free to log in at home, show them your Canvas classrooms, your Google Classroom, show them what you're doing in class, because this is how they can be connected with what's going on in the classroom and with you during the school day. Okay, precautions, things to keep in mind. Things to keep in mind along the way are not sharing that information again, like I said, not sharing your Google password with other students, not sharing your device with others as well. If you are to run into any type of tech help during the day, sometimes your teachers can look up your passwords as simple as looking up your lunch pin. It could be just Canvas issues, anything along those lines. Your teacher's probably going to send you to me. If you have been doing a lot of games and adding those gaming extensions, that can slow your Chromebook down. It can cause lots of problems to happen. So try not to add on a bunch of Google extensions unless your teachers are adding them for school related purposes. If you come and see me and those extensions are causing problems on your computer, then that's the first thing that I'm going to do is delete those extensions. So keep that in mind whenever you're looking at playing different games and those types of things with your Chromebook. If it is a problem that your teachers can't fix, again, they're going to come send you to me. We're going to look through different things, look at your passwords, look to make sure that there are not extra extensions that don't need to be running. And then we are going to do the best we can to get you back into class as quickly as possible. So it isn't a free pass to class where you can go back and forth easily. It is, you're going to come down, we'll switch out Chromebooks if it's not something we can fix, and we'll get you back into class as quickly as we can. If you have any questions on any of this, just feel free to stop by and talk to me or Mrs. Lastly in the library. The things to take away and keep in mind is do not share your Google information, your account information with any other student. Don't share your device with other people as well. Make sure you know where your Chromebook and your charger are at all times. You're responsible for those items through the school year when they are checked out to you. You also need to make sure that you are using them in a school-related, school-appropriate way. That includes anything that you do at home and anything during the school day. So good luck and welcome to Ozark Schools.